beautiful people, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new around here, welcome to the family. It's really nice to have you. In today's video, we are officially going to do the final episode, the final video of the series, where we finally try the last foundation that they had. Now this is the age 20s long wear. Obviously this is not the right pot for it. I will insert the clip where I unbox it and explain everything. Okay, so this pot is not the right pot for this, but I could not get the full pack of the Essence long stay one. So the long stay is meant to come with a real feel pot like this and two of these, but for some reason they're only selling just this by itself, so I only got one. I didn't even get two like I usually do. So there's the sponge, and this is the foundation, which is the same as the others, but this one has a little bit more green in it than the others. I got this from TK Maxx, which is probably why they only had the foundation itself, but I did get it for £5, so I can't really complain because that is very cheap for Korean foundation, especially the pocket ones or cushion or compact, whatever you want to call it. I will apply it, and then throughout the day you will get some clips to see how well it lasts, how long it lasts, and would I suggest it? Don't I suggest it? What should you get instead? Is there any other foundation within this series that I would suggest for you instead? So right off the bat, this foundation isn't wet. Like when I've opened the other ones, they have been very oily or wet, and you can see it on the top really clearly because there's like little water droplets. This doesn't seem to have that, like at all. There is no water droplets, there is no oil droplets, anything. As you can see, I've got a lot of acne, so we will also be putting the foundation coverage to the test, because obviously it's meant to be high coverage or buildable coverage. I can't remember to be precise, but it's also meant for greasy skin. So as always, no primer, no powder, nothing, just the foundation. I've put some on the cushion that it comes with. There is a green colour. I don't remember being a green colour in the other ones. I think it was white, but I could be wrong. Obviously I'll have to re-look back in the clips and I will say whether it was green or not. It is very cooling on the skin. Like I've done in every other episode of this series, there is no powder, there is no primer, there's nothing. This is just my bare skin, so we can give it a fair chance, because obviously primers can affect foundation in a good way or bad way depending. You do not want to mix water-based products with silicone-based products and stuff like that, so this just gives it a fair shot. And obviously if I was wearing it every day, I probably would wear a primer with it and a powder with it just to really set it down, but this is just a trial. Now I will have my fringe on my forehead for the entire day, but I will still show you my bare forehead later on, so you can still get a solid feel of what is happening. It does feel really nice, and on the camera it's already looking really nice. So I've got a massive spot on my neck. I will give you a closer up with the phone in a minute to show you and so you can see it, and we will obviously be testing coverage as well. It does feel really nice, and I do like this colour. Like this colour is very me. I think I've got the same colour in every single one, but I definitely think this one has the best colour match so far, which is great. I love that. And it is quite quick to apply. Like I don't feel like I need to spend an hour on my foundation. This is very quick. I love my cushion ones for when I'm on a journey, on a long journey, especially if I'm like driving for 2 hours or on the train for 2 hours or longer. I don't really want to apply my foundation before I go, so having these is so handy just to have in your bag. When you're about to get there, quickly grab it and put it on. That way you're not wasting foundation because you're using it, but also it gives it a longer wear time. But it is definitely cooling on the skin, which I think is great for summer. Well, You don't really have much of a summer in the UK, but you know what I mean. I will give you a close-up now. I have applied it. Now, one thing I have instantly noticed, when I have worn the other foundations within this type, the foundations have been really sticky, like really sticky, and black then sticks to your face. You get powder, you get fluff from your shirts stuck on your face. Everything just sticks onto your face. This does not feel sticky. It feels cooling, and there is a bit of like texture on the skin, a bit cushiony, but it's not sticky, which is great. So I have very bad acne, as you can see. This is it on the first application. It does feel quite nice, and it's not as shiny as the others. Like, the others have been really shiny. My under eyes, you can already tell, are starting to crease. But that's normal, that is natural. But let's just see how it lasts throughout the day, shall we? Now I'm going to go do my hair, brush it, put the fringe down, and I'll keep you guys updated throughout the day. It's already creasing under my eyes. That is fine. Like, I have eye bags. I don't sleep. It makes sense. This is the spot so far, but this is just the first application, so we will see if I put more and will like cover it more. I do have to say though, even though I get the colours pretty much the same, like the same colour in each foundation I've tried, this one seems to be the best colour match, which makes no sense. I mean, it could also be that I'm filming this in summer, so I am a little bit more tan than usual. I don't know, but it is a very good colour match. Like, I'm actually gobsmacked by how good it is, and it has covered my bags really well. It's covered the rest of my acne really well. It's just the one spot, so I'm going to try and cover it a lot more and come back and see how that goes. I think it doesn't help that it is like a really sore one, so obviously it is really red, and it's gonna stick out because it's a fat boy, but it's fine, you know. But it does feel really nice on the skin. The other ones have all felt really sticky. This one doesn't feel as sticky, which is good. I think this one might be the best one for greasy skin. Obviously I do have the chart for that, so the chart will be here somewhere. Also, I'll be brushing my fringe down, so my fringe will be covering my head, but that's fine, because I will still give you updates of my forehead to see if it's greasy or not. So this is a close-up after 2 applications. It is still very red. So what do you think about this one?
Well, I feel this one makes your skin less shiny and actually looks more natural because it fits perfectly into your
Yeah, it's definitely not sticky. The other one, the other 2 that I've tried, you put it on and black stuff instantly like sticks to you, like from your clothes and stuff, but this one hasn't had it. It has not covered that spot.
You've had a couple of black spots here, but I think they're your headphones.
Yeah, they're my
headphones.
headphones.
Very easily.
Yeah, they're my headphones. I've got it down here. Logitech, please bring better padding for headphones. They're breaking too quickly. But yeah, it feels nice. Colour match is nice. It's becoming slightly textured on my
top lip
a little bit. But what can you do?
It's wearing away, but I think that's because you've got no powder on at the
yeah,
moment.
no powder, no primer, nada, just the thing. It also started to crease under my eyes, but it looks better now than it did earlier, so I think it's settling a little bit as well.
It's always nice to see the guys, you know, catch up after a long time. I love the environment that they make as well. It's such a fun experience to be part of these side members.
And just so it's a little bit clearer, here it is in the back camera. This is officially the last check-in of the night. It is currently 11:24, so I will write here how long I've had this makeup on because I, for the life, cannot remember. Like, I cannot remember at all. But it's been a long time either way. This is obviously artificial lighting now because it is nearly midnight, so there is no more natural sun. So I'm going to try and bring you as close as possible so you can have a really good in-depth look, and I will tell you exactly what I think of this foundation and whether I'd wear it again, and what I would suggest for your skin type, whether I'd suggest one of the other ones, whether I wouldn't suggest any of them, and so forth. Okay, so I'm going to try and put a torch on so you get a real good look. So as you can see, my acne, like especially this one, which we couldn't really hide earlier, all of my bad skin is already showing. My nose is showing up really dry, like you can see my dry skin. However, it is not sticky. My skin doesn't feel dry. It feels quite nice still. It also, it's not shiny. Every other foundation of this brand and type that I've tried, my makeup turns out really shiny by the end of the day. With this one, hasn't. And if anything, it has sort of just worn off as if it is my natural skin. I obviously have not topped up throughout the day. I've not worn primer. I've not worn powder. I feel like you don't even really need powder on this one because it is so matte and dry. You don't need the powder. Obviously, I personally would still use it because it sets makeup, but you don't need it. And my nose isn't greasy and shiny like it usually is, always is. Especially when I don't have any primer, I'm actually gobsmacked. I personally think and feel that I would use this foundation again, especially if I'm in a rush. Like if I'm on the train, if I'm in the car, this would definitely be my go-to because yes, it does wear off. Yes, it does disappear, but it does it so flawlessly that it makes me feel like I haven't got anything, and it's so lightweight that I don't feel heavy. It is so good. I'm so happy with this purchase actually. So if you do have greasy skin, I highly suggest this one. If you have dry skin, I would highly suggest the pink one. You can watch my review and my opinion on the channel here. There is also the full coverage one, so if you're full of acne but it's dry acne, that's always there as well. But I would highly suggest, if you are greasy, this one. This is my go-to now. It feels so good on the skin. It doesn't feel oily, it doesn't feel wet like some of the other ones. When I was actually applying it, I noticed the other ones were wet. When you open it, you can see the oil, you can see the water, the hydration through the foundation. This one, I didn't see that at all, and I was kind of thinking it was going to be very dry. Yes, it has like attached to my dry pieces, but if you apply a primer or a moisturizer beforehand, that would hopefully fix that and sort that. So I still highly suggest this one. I am so happy with this one. Yes, you can see my acne now. It has been a few hours. It has been a while. My nose is dry, but you don't feel it. Like, it doesn't feel it, which is great. My forehead. Now my forehead has been under my fringe the entire day. So if anyone has bangs, fringe, whatever you call it, you would know that usually your forehead's a little bit sweaty or greasy or something. I don't seem to have that problem like at all. This has actually just smoothed me out so much. Obviously you also have the opinion of my sister from earlier. She definitely said this one is the least greasiest, least oiliest, which oiliest? This has the least amount of oils in it. Is that better? It's not oily. And as I've said, it definitely wore off throughout the day, but it is worn off in such a natural manner that I don't think it would really be that noticeable. It wouldn't be like, oh, your makeup needs a bit of retouching. You would just think they never had makeup on, which is a good thing. Yes, it does wear off, but every foundation wears off after a while. This didn't last all day like it said it would though, so that is something to consider. Obviously, I will be giving you the timestamps you have seen the timestamps, so you know the full day to day more than I do, because I have yet to edit this, obviously, because I'm filming it. So, but thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy today's video, please don't forget to smash that sub button, hit that like button, and touch that bell notification button so you get notified every time I post, because obviously it does help me and this channel a lot. So thank you to everyone who's done that, who's currently doing that. It means the world to me. I post every single Saturday, 8:30 p.m. UK time on the dot. So I'll see you next time. Bye.